Hey there, thanks for tuning into Duckbricks. I'm Chris, and today we have yet another LEGO shopping travel vlog, this time in Rome, Italy. Let's go. Okay, so welcome to another Duckbricks travel LEGO shopping vlog. Last summer I got a chance to go on a cruise leaving from Rome, and this is actually a cruise I've taken a couple times before, but during that trip I always make sure to visit some classic LEGO stores in Rome. There's actually a number of really interesting LEGO stores in Rome, from used LEGO stores to stores that have sometimes new sets for sale early, to of course the flagship large-scale LEGO store. There's a lot to do and see for LEGO shopping when it comes to Rome, and I actually will probably be back in a few months, so super interested to see if I actually missed anything. Let me know in the comments below if there is a good place to get LEGO in Rome. Would definitely love to hear it. So every time I go to Rome, there is one particular store that I always make sure to visit, and that is Pinocchio Toy Store. So Pinocchio Toy Store is a store that I have a lot of fond memories for, because this is a store that when I visited back in 2016 had a lot of discontinued LEGO sets dating all the way back to 2003. What's really cool about Pinocchio is that they have copies of pretty much every collectible minifigure series for sale. They have a little area behind the cash register where you can actually purchase all the CMFs from back in history for pretty much just retail price, or even just bricklink price, which is a really cool thing to get. For whatever reason, I didn't get a ton of footage at the store, so my apologies. I definitely feel like I should have been better on my game for getting footage of used LEGO stores, but really, my main objective here was seeing if they had any older stuff. I believe the oldest item I saw on the store was a sealed LEGO Legend of Chima Speedor set from 2013, which I wish I got a photo of, did not quite get a picture of that, but that was really the oldest item they had, and nothing else was really that rare, but it was still cool to visit it and see what they had in stock. Back in 2016, I got a chance, very fond memory, of seeing a retailer catalog, which the store owner just kind of showed me when I was visiting. So I got a chance to see some of the newest LEGO sets which hadn't even been revealed yet for the first time when I visited a few years ago. They did not have a new retailer catalog this time, but it was still cool to visit and kind of relive a lot of my old LEGO shopping memories from visiting this store years ago. Didn't buy anything at the Pinocchio store though, so now we can move on to the next location. Now, the next location that I went to is one that I was really excited to go to, because the last time I was in Rome back in, I believe, 2016, I wanted to go to this store, but the owner was actually on vacation, so I didn't actually ever get a chance to visit the inside of this store, which really bummed me out because it looked really interesting. It was a specialty LEGO store, so definitely one of the most unique styles of stores that you can find, and you can see it right here. It is called Techno Toys. So Techno Toys is a LEGO specialty store. They had a lot of nice sets on display. Again, unfortunately, I was hoping for some older and rarer items because I saw from their image on Google Maps they had a lot of older LEGO sets on display that were far discontinued. Even if you look at the date the photo was uploaded, they were old sets coexisting with new sets. But when I went in, they basically said they were cleaned out of anything old and rare, and all they had were just standard LEGO sets. But it was still cool to visit a specialized LEGO store. This is kind of an unlicensed or a licensed LEGO retailer. It's not an official LEGO store, but it is a retailer of LEGO. You can see Specializzato. Definitely butchered the pronunciation of that, LEGO, so this only sold LEGO on the inside of the store. But again, nothing super crazy going on. They had like some Super Mario sets, they had some older Technic sets, like some older LEGO Ideas sets as well, but for the most part this was a pretty standard store, which is pretty cool, and I had a fun time visiting it. Nothing super crazy to say about this one other than another one checked off my list of a store to visit. Moving on from that, I just had to visit the flagship LEGO store in Rome, which is one of the largest LEGO stores that you can find in Italy in general, which is a really special one. Definitely a big attraction. They do a lot of events at the store, which is really cool. Now, I actually published a miniature Rome shopping vlog, or an Italy shopping vlog, back when I was literally in Italy last year, so you can see a lot more details there. But here, my main focus was actually picking up a lot of the LEGO City and Ninjago and Technic and Minecraft, all sorts of summer sets, and literally shipping them back home because it was cheaper to buy all of these sets in Europe than buying them in the US. For whatever reason, back in summer of 2022, LEGO got hit by price increases in the US, but not in Europe, for the most part. obviously they still got hit, but not as bad. So certain sets that were, say, $70 in the US were all of a sudden magically only like $50 in Europe, and I figured it literally was cheaper for me to buy these sets specifically in Europe and have them shipped home rather than actually having to buy them all in the US. And also, I got them early, which was a bit of a benefit because this was in, I believe, June, I think it was June 1st, 2022 when I visited this store, and these sets wouldn't have come out until August, so I got a chance to experience the LEGO sets early, which was very, very cool. However, the most interesting thing about the Rome store, though, were the decorations, and it was very cool to see so many unique decorations, like a large-scale version of the Trevi Fountain being depicted here, which was so cool to see as a gigantic LEGO mosaic. We had a pick-a-brick wall, there were specialized t-shirts that said Rome and showcased the Roman centurion, which I really wish they had available in adult sizes. They only had them in kid sizes, so I didn't get one because there was literally no need for me to get a shirt that just wouldn't fit me. But you can see this had a big presentation on the city street. There were large-scale brick-built statues of Roman guards and centurions, which was so cool to see because this is really the only place in the world where you can see something like this. Had a big fun time actually being able to meet some of the store employees who were wearing 90 years of LEGO shirts, and overall, this was my massive haul from the Rome store where I pretty much just bought them out in terms of a ton of different summer sets. Let's see my reaction leaving the store right now. Alright, so here we are at the Rome LEGO store. It is just past June 1st, which means it was time to get a lot of, but not all of the June 1st sets here. Now, surprisingly enough, it is actually a lot cheaper to buy LEGO in Europe than in the US for this particular year, which is why I've made a ton of my purchases here, and I can't wait to showcase the haul. Let's go. So this was kind of the intro to my massive haul video for the LEGO Rome shopping spree, which you can check out linked in the description below. Now, I got a ton of sets from Monkey Kid to Ninjago to City. Pretty much every set that was cheaper to get here I got there in the LEGO store at Rome, which was very nice. And then finally, after a really quick stop at a magazine shop to get some LEGO magazines, which were exclusive to Italy and Europe in general, we do not get these magazines in the US, which is a big shame because I really feel like they could do well here. They actually have a lot of really nice minifigs and whatnot. It was then time to take a look at what was going to be the most interesting store in the entire haul, and that was this store right here, LEGO Pianeta Mattoncino, which is probably one of the most, how do I put this? I wouldn't say shady, but I would say the most interesting locations for a used LEGO store that I've ever been to. Not the most shady by any means. I have gone to far more dangerous looking places hunting for rare LEGO. But this was an underground store. You can actually see this wall, I kind of had graffiti on it, but I saw that gigantic LEGO sign and I was like, you know what, we're going in. You go underground, and actually was a really nice store inside where you can see a lot of nice details of different types of LEGO advertisements throughout the years. Unfortunately, they didn't have that many new sets, which were the ones I was looking for, but what they did have were a couple of really interesting vintage LEGO sets. Look at this mint condition Classic Space rocket launch set, which is a set I already owned, but it was so cool to actually see this mint condition. Very rare to actually come across this, so I had a great time looking at this. Digging through their bulk bins was a great pleasure as well, and I actually was able to purchase a couple of vintage sets here. You can actually barely see it in this photo, but I actually purchased the Wolfpack Tower set, which is a vintage LEGO castle set. Very cool build. I also got a couple of special sets, including this very unique LEGO Rome exclusive. The minifigure is not exclusive, but this was a GWP at the Rome LEGO store, only if you purchased the Colosseum. I believe on like the opening day it was available for sale, so this was around 80 euros. The minifigure, nothing special, but I was pretty much just paying for the packaging, so it was very cool to see this. Now, this store owner actually had a lot of really exclusive and rare sets in the back. You can see the Ghostbusters Firehouse headquarters behind me. There were all sorts of special sorted LEGO pieces, I believe available on their Bricklink store, and they even had LEGO Exoforce sets, which was really cool to see. I don't really have any need for Exoforce sets because I already own every single LEGO Exoforce set and duplicates to be able to actually purchase all of them and build all the combiner models as well. So literally had no need for Exoforce sets, but it was still cool to see those fully sealed. And overall, I would consider my LEGO adventure in Rome an absolute win. This is definitely a shorter shopping vlog than usual because I just didn't really have that much to say about a lot of the other places I went to. Most of the unique toy stores were just standard LEGO shops, but it was still cool to experience LEGO shopping in a brand new country, and I definitely am excited to go back and see what other LEGO experiences there are to take in Rome. So I hope you enjoyed this view of my LEGO shopping trip in Rome, and hopefully, if folks are planning on visiting or even living there, you have an idea of some stores to go to if you want to check out some rare and specialized LEGO items. Alright, with that we've summed up my latest experience shopping for LEGO in Rome. Let me know down in the comments below if you've been to any of these places, what do you think of them, and what places would you recommend I check out on my next trip. Thanks so much for tuning into Duckbricks. Be sure to like and subscribe for even more LEGO news, reviews, discussion, and analyses coming away very soon, and bye for now.